Good morning. Well, it's morning where I am. I'm not sure what time you're watching this, so good afternoon or good evening. I am at, well, it used to be called Denver Comicon. You can see all the people behind me there. We're just waiting in line for it to open. Now it's called FanExpo, which is a company that kind of purchased Denver Comicon. And it's a 3-day event. It started on Friday night. Today is Saturday morning. I did come Friday night, but I didn't get any video, and I'm sorry about that. I didn't think about it at the time. But today is going to be more active anyway, and more people are going to be wearing costumes, and so it'll be much more interesting visually to take the video today. So come and join us on our journey through Denver FanExpo today. So rather than waiting outside, this year we're waiting inside, and I love it because it's October. Normally, this convention happens in the summer, but because of the pandemic, they had to cancel it then and move it to Halloween weekend. And so rather than waiting outside, they are letting people wait inside, which is actually really cool. But here's the line. It's actually not very long. It goes back over there. So once it opens, it won't be too long for us to get in, but we're very excited. I was here last night, but Josh wasn't because he was working. And so he'll get to see everything today. And as with every con, they do have some fan exclusive merchandise. So some comic books. And then they also have pins. I love these pins, like the Harry Potter ones. I particularly like that Aquaman there. Josh is a big Aquaman fan. Batman, some figures. Another Aquaman statue, that's $80. Street Fighter, some kind of bombshell bobblehead looking things. And then some Funkos, and some glasses over there, and some mugs. And they also have masks down there too. I know you can't see it, but that's, let's get closer to some of these. You can see, oh, there's Bob Ross, yay! The cups. And then just specifically FanExpo branded stuff. There's the masks. We're all indoors, so everybody has to wear masks. They also have a specific t-shirt over there. So yeah, pretty cool merchandise. Here is an example of what you can do at the convention today. So it starts out fairly early at 9:30 a.m. and it's just about 5 after. And they haven't let us in yet. We're waiting in a line. But here are some examples. Cosplay meetup for Marvel Universe. So anybody who dresses up as Marvel Universe can go there and take a big group picture together. Then they have some question and answers and photo ops. Zachary Quinto is going to be here. I want to go see that one. Belco Theater is the big theater here. That's where the big names go because they draw more people to go see them. As opposed to somebody like Irene Bedard, for example, who played the voice of Pocahontas. She's also at 11 p.m., but she's in one of the rooms because she's not going to draw as many people as Zachary Quinto is. Let's go through here so you can see all the different people you can see, or photo ops you can attend, or panels that they have, which is kind of cool. That you can get together and talk about some aspect of being an author, or talk about your manga or anime with somebody. I love the fact that they're having a wizarding sorting ceremony experience at the kids stage. That sounds kind of fun. But yeah, there's lots and lots going on, so lots of people will be in lots of different places, and there's so much to do because, of course, there's so many kinds of fandoms and so many kinds of sci-fi and anime and just pop culture, which is why the name Comicon never really fit anymore, because it really has stopped being about comics a long time ago. FanExpo works better because it's whatever you're a fan of. It's probably going to be something here representing it. But it is more towards the nerdy, geeky range of things. And I keep going here. And look, we're only at 1:30 p.m. We're still going and going and going. So there's lots of stuff happening here today. There's a very big Pikachu over there. We've seen a lot of people in costume. I like the Scooby Gang over here, but they're the kind of... There was a comic book, it was like Scooby-Doo Apocalypse, and it was during a zombie apocalypse. The Scooby-Doo gang was still together, so they're all kind of like distressed with, you know, blood and zombie stuff. No Daphne though. I wonder if there's a Daphne that's going to meet them here. But they have a Velma and a Shaggy, and there's a person dressed as Scooby and Fred. And here's the big reason we come. Like, all the panels and stuff are awesome, but this is the dealer room where they do all of this selling. We just walked in. You can see all these people coming in now. And I like the red carpet here. There's all these dealers, so it's going to be comic stuff and T-shirts, and well, you can see over here like magnets, plushies. There'll be Legos. There will be dice sets. Tons of those. I was here last night, and there were tons of those. But yeah, like here's one of the booths. Give you an example of some of the things you can purchase. And over here, comics and comic paraphernalia and collectibles. Lots and lots of collectibles. And T-shirts and kind of metallic posters. This looks like mostly anime stuff. Oh, the Haunted Mansion Ghosts. Phineas, Gus, and Ezra. Yeah. Lots of Star Wars stuff. Always lots of Star Wars stuff. One thing I always love are the Lego figures. Most of these are custom made Legos, if not all of them. Here's an example. Here's some Star Wars and DC comics, and then over here is Marvel.
Is it possible to get another little bag?
Cool shit, isn't it?
I like the, well, they have clocks, but they also have like key hooks.
Steve
Hi!
is the architect of... You guys have been here every year, haven't you, pretty much?
The last few, yeah.
Okay, I've definitely seen the last few then. Most of them were
Yeah, these are pretty cool. Like all the different clocks.
Huh?
We didn't even know we were buying it.
I know, it's funny.
Oh, there's an Orbital one. That's pretty cool.
Babe and I should have. I just got mine in the mail.
Oh, the gargoyles?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Ah, lots of stuff. Lots of figures. That's a huge Wilson Fisk. Kingpin. Josh gets the Masters of the Universe stuff. I think he has all these, though. Oh, there's a Chip. Is there a Dale? There is. Dale's $30. Chip is 10. That's interesting. I am a huge fan of these tables, like this coffee table here. I would love to have that, but flat surfaces in my house tend to accumulate junk. But they also have a Disney one over there too, the Beauty and the Beast stained glass. Isn't that nice? And then other Star Trek stuff over there. And I think that's a Pensieve from Harry Potter. Isn't that what it looks like, right? But look at the beauty on this one. Just the detail is amazing, and it's kind of sparkly. I don't know if you can tell that in this video. This one booth has tons and tons of phone cases for different size phones. Just go around, find your phone size, and find which one you're looking for. So it's a lot of the same designs, just different sizes for different phones, but I like a lot of these designs. I've always been a big fan of Starry Night and Starry Night with the TARDIS in it.
No? Awesome, you guys are all set.
More cool magnets. Rings. Some of these are nice. Oh, dice. Wow. Those are pretty.
So when you say summer, this is local Colorado?
Yes, indeed.
We find out these are all local Colorado dice made here in Colorado.
Printing is a part of the process.
Oh my God, some
So
of these
it's
are
very similar
amazing.
to higher end jewelry nowadays.
Looks like
So I have a wax-based.
they're all
3D
metal.
printer,
Gotcha.
and then do
Yeah,
wax wax.
I know what you're doing. Okay.
Various prop weapons. Swords. Daggers. Firearms. Oh, there's even maces down here. It's a very elvish blade. And then you have things like the Sword of Omens. So we came to this Lego to buy an Aquaman. Oh geez, where is it? There it is. Oh, well, Josh grabbed the last one. It's one of the 90s Aquaman where he has the hook on his hand. We also got a Zatanna, because I'm a big fan of Zatanna. And then he also got Barracuda, who is an alternate universe Aquaman from Earth 3, where there's the evil one, like Power Ring and Ultra Woman, and they have Barracuda. But these are really cool. Look at the detail on these. These are kind of cool, like crystal knives.
The shadow.
Exactly.
There's some heft to them too.
Everything here is handmade by my family, from the daggers to the journals and quills. Feel free to open up anything.
And, oh, I love the chainmail dice bags.
Sorry,
Pardon me,
excuse
you're
me.
fine.
The daggers are made out of resin.
Potions.
We cast them off of real
bottle
obsidian flint spearheads. All
holders.
of those pendants right there, if you twist the cap, they light up.
Oh, that's fantastic.
We hand make them with real gems. They have replaceable batteries, and they come with a necklace. We have our beverage armor. You never know when a rogue is going to try and swipe your soda.
Love these journals.
My
There's different
15-year-old daughter
sizes
does all the
too.
art on the journals. I do the leather work and binding.
And here are like bigger journals. What I really like about these, and Josh always likes these kind of things too, is that it's not lined. It's just like if you wanted to use it as a sketchbook, you don't have lines on it. And not everyone wants that. Like, you know, if you're doing Dungeons and Dragons and you want to take notes, you might want lines, like, you know, a notebook. But I really like this leather, like handmade, hand-tooled leather. Amazing. They also have ink and quill sets over there. That's what he's talking about. Oh look, we found the Rebel base. Get it? Oh, these ones where Stitch is invading like the Addams family here, and it's like Lilo and Stitch. And that's pretty cool. And then Hocus Pocus with Stitch coming out, and then there's a Captain America Stitch. That's pretty cool. Mashups. Oh man, a traditional Scarlet Witch. She looks amazing. I also like these shop owners here doing a couple of the Sanderson sisters. Hasn't quite picked up yet. It'll be well, I mean, maybe not this year, but in previous years past, it's been wall-to-wall people. Oh, there's a Harley Quinn. There'll be a lot of Harley Quinns. Josh and I have a game where we count the Jane hats from Firefly. There's a person over there wearing a Jane hat. She kind of got hidden. But it's kind of an easy cosplay that people can do, just put on that hat. And that's the first one I've seen though, so it hasn't been a lot. Ooh, this is nice. And more, lots and lots of art. Oh, Link, and there's a Zelda.
And you have a
Zelda, yep.
Very nice.
And oh, this art is nice. Oh, look at these collectibles. Hey Josh, there's He-Man stuff down there. And there's He-Man over there. Oh my goodness, look at this. Kind of any fandom. Oh, they even have Kiss.
Yeah.
The Technodrome. Oh, lots of stuff over here. Just loose figures. I remember back in the day before eBay existed, you had to go to a con if you wanted to find these things because they weren't selling anymore in your local store. Of course, now because of eBay, it makes it really easy, but it's nice at cons because they usually have better deals. Oh, they have a Tasha Yar. Oh man, I love Tasha Yar so much. But I think I have this. Last time we were at the con, I bought a Tasha Yar figure. We're walking away. We've only gotten like 3 aisles in. And we're really 2.5, yeah, Josh says, and it's true because one of the aisles is half. We're gonna head to the Zachary Quinto panel because we'd like to see some of the stars while we're here. Oh man, we've got the Teen Titans and Deathstroke. And another Raven over here. Double Ravens. The FanExpo takes place in the Colorado Convention Center, which is pretty huge. And so they have a big main stage called the Belco Theater, which is what's cool about it is they can actually split it off into smaller theaters if they want to. So I saw James Marsters last night, Spike from Buffy, and even though it was the Belco Theater, it was closed off on both sides where it was sort of a smaller area. And then you can see there's like 600s meeting rooms and there's 700s meeting room, I think down that way, either 500, 700, but that's where some of the panels are happening. And the Q&As with the less popular guests. Less popular is probably not the right term. Just not, they're not expecting as many people there as, you know, like Zachary Quinto. Oh my gosh, the Phantasm from Mask of the Phantasm Batman. That is a cool costume. And that was the merchandise area that I had pointed out later. Oh, here comes my friends. They're all dressed as Loki variants. This is so cool. They just got here. Hey guys, how are ya? I saw the pictures, so it was very easy to identify you all. This is my friend Calvin. You've seen him in others of my videos. He's dressed as President Loki with the the alligator biting his hand off. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh my goodness. This is my friend Marshall. He's the one who does most of the work on these, and it's all amazing. It's beauty with no beast. There's always a lot of beauties, but there aren't a lot of beasts.
How's it going? I feel like this is so far away from where the rest of the convention's happening, right? Or is it not? Did we just go some back
This
way?
convention center is so big.
I was
I
like,
didn't
we're in a
realize.
golf cart for 25 minutes.
I brought Converse, and I've been switching back and forth out
Yeah,
of my
that makes
shoes.
sense. I
So,
should-
yeah,
Hi guys, how's everybody doing?
we're making it to you, which is a good way to start the day.
Great, yeah.
Yeah.
My name is B.
B or V? V, oh V, obviously V.
So my question is that, do you have a favorite Star Trek series and or character?
Other than Spock.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I wasn't a big, everybody knows that I wasn't really a big Star Trek fan growing up. I would watch it sometimes, but I wasn't like a huge devotee. So the only one that I really watched was the original, because I watched it all in its entirety when I got the job. So I think that's probably my favorite one, because it's the only one I've really watched. And so I felt like I had a little bit of an edge on my fellow castmates, you know, having him in the film and having him a part of the story was a real gift creatively. But what I never anticipated was how important he would become to me personally. And that friendship that evolved over the last decade or so of his life was incredibly profound for me in many different ways. And so it really became something that was so important and special to me, and that I would never have guessed, you know.
Ooh, it's starting to get crowded here. Yeah, it was a great panel. Zachary Quinto was interesting and animated, and I really like how he comes out and the panelist just asks, you know, a quick question about something that they're working on to get whatever their most recent or next thing, big thing is out. And then it's just fan questions, and he just answers them to the best of his ability. But yeah, so far, the celebrity guests have been great. Looking forward to seeing more later. Back in the dealers area, but oh my goodness, look at that Chewbacca. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. If you're hungry, you can head to the food court. And of course, we're here at just about 1 o'clock, so it's kind of crazy busy. There is pizza down that way, but the line for it is over there. It's very long. And there's a burger place too, called Monster Grill. They're here every year. That's this line right here. And then I'm in line for the Carvery, which is like sandwiches and salads. It looked like the smallest line, and the sandwich sounds good. There's a coffee shop, like a coffee booth down at the end. Chai tea, coffee, specialty coffees, that kind of thing. And then there's also like this place over here that has popcorn and Dippin' Dots. but you can see some of the prices there. Sandwiches here are like $9.50 each, and the salads are $9.50, sandwiches are $8.50, and then like soda and water is $5.50. But yeah, so this is the only thing they have in the actual convention center. Although you could leave and go to restaurants. We're downtown, so plenty of restaurants nearby to go to if you wanted to, if you didn't want to eat here. Josh and I both had the Southwest chicken salads, and they were good. I mean, they were pre-prepared salads with a cilantro lime vinaigrette, $9.50 each. They definitely were not worth $9.50, but you know, you're a captive audience here, so they were fine. I would, you know, that's $7 salads is what I expect of them. Anyway, they hit the spot, and now we're gonna hit more of the dealer room to see if there's anything we want to buy. Ah, some Ghostbusters. Different kinds of Ghostbusters too. Old style and like newer style too. And we've got a Rapunzel and a Flynn. They look great too.
Okay.
And
Where are we going?
Head down this way, and then that way. We're gonna continue where we were at. Yeah.
kind of showing you it's a little more crowded this time of day. This is nice art. Very nice. Hand towels. And keychains. I've seen a lot of keychains here. They're pretty cool.
I like that.
Oh yeah.
Don't panic. No aqua. Never an aqua.
And some more towels up here.
What is that?
Yeah, I saw the Aquaman up there. And then you've got Butterfly Kitty. Every year they have this place, the Tower of T-shirts. There's so many different T-shirts.
Yeah, they're like sleeping pants. Oh, okay.
25 each.
Okay.
Well, and other things too, because they have sleepy pants down here.
Yup. TMNT.
Nice.
Just goes up and up and up. Oh yeah, Phoenix shirt is cool. More designs inside. There's this enclosed area. All the different lantern cores up there. They also sell hats. And, well, more shirts up there, too. The name of this place is Hermione's. They have Harry Potter stuff. I like the bomber jackets up there for the different houses. I also like different potions, like there's Polyjuice potion right there. Unicorn blood, dragon blood.
Yeah.
Oh, the love potion.
Yeah.
Felix Felicis.
Yeah, Molly or some shit. Yeah, no, exactly.
We have some time
She
turners,
has, like,
too.
her and her family have like travel for a living. Greatest state, greatest city we've ever been to. And I've been to all of them, every single one. So you got it.
Oh, I like these cutesy shirts. The Hufflepuff, the Ravenclaw, Slytherin with the snake, Gryffindors.
All right, there we go. That'll be 45 total.
At least
We
7.
got a Gandalf and a Ring Wraith. That's pretty cool. Yeah, just hanging out together. Like bros. Like this kind of red carpet, big middle area. Ooh, some cool costume coming. Oh my. That looks awesome.
From something?
I was swinging around the house. And
We're in Artist's Alley right now, which is kind of on the edge of the... there's like the dealer stuff, and then there's Artist Alley where the artists themselves are selling their art. Some of it's very impressive. I wish that I had a gaming room big enough for this kind of stuff. I'd love to have a gaming room with a gaming table. They also have like dice towers. All of this is made of wood. Different like dice towers. There's some pricing. Not inexpensive, but tabletop dice tray. You can put like your dice in here to roll, and then if you have like a tablet or something, you can put it back there. We left the dealer room because we are heading to another panel. This one is voice actors from Pinky and the Brain, Maurice LaMarche and Rob Paulson. I mean, they've done other stuff too, but that's probably what they're best known for. So we're heading to that panel right now.
Just got back on the air, Pinky. Try not to get us canceled.
Yes, in fact, before we begin, next Friday.
Yes.
The 5th of November, right? It's going to be 13th grand episode of Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain.
Best things you do. You've got a great catchphrase or slogan. Is laughter is the best medicine, and the best part is you can't OD. True. It's his. It's not mine. I actually do believe that Dasmatics can OD, so it's very good. Dasmatics have to be careful how much laughter we allow ourselves.
Go ahead. I dare you.
Of course. You know, they have very specific ideas on Futurama about who should play what. Usually it's Matt's decision. And they just tell me who the character is and what he wants. But I mean, and Calculon was one they just plopped in my lap and said, he's big, he's my best, he's a very egotistical actor. You know, he's not quite as dangerous as Zap because he doesn't command military force, but he's got an ego that's just as big. And you know, I thought, well, all right, let me think who was some of the actors. Some of the actor voices that I had, maybe it'll be good. Gary Owens, and maybe some of the J. Peterman guy, and the Lyle Wagner swagger, and I just kind of threw them all in the hopper and came out with Calculon. Morbo was interesting because Morbo started out as Billy West, and Billy just did him as John McLaughlin from McLaughlin. Oh God! And it was just too off. That one didn't, you know, coming out of this fierce monster. So they had me and they said, well, do something like what you did with Lur, but drop your voice, or just pitch it lower to make it different. So I did the Lur voice for Morbo. And then when it was time to loop it, they'd already pitch shifted it down. So when I picked up the line, I just pitch shifted my voice down. They didn't have to treat it. I went, oh great, 2 different voices for Morbo and Lur. We were the flat overcome per CIA.
Back in the dealer's room, that panel was amazing. They're so, no pun intended here, seriously, very animated, and they're good at comedy, and they can riff off of each other. They've been working together for a long time. Like, everything was just funny and interesting. I love those kinds of panels. We just got some of this fudge. We got the Batman fudge, the chocolate banana. We got the butterbeer fudge, because you know us. Chocolate with walnuts back there. And then I got the black cherry bourbon. I don't know what that's gonna taste like, but it sounds good. I love these different hats. Like, I like the Bender hat there, you can see. And there's a Stitch hat down there, a Sonic the Hedgehog. These are really awesome. Hey, dude,
get him in.
These hats are amazing. Oh man, I love this mashup. Stitches get snitches. It's wonderful.
Not question it.
Appa is my spirit animal. Big fan of Last Airbender.
Okay. You like apples?
Oh, I like the Hogwarts with the different colored houses.
These are very good.
These are really cool. Oh, that TARDIS is amazing too.
That's a great.
Yeah, very
it's like
Art Deco kind of TARDIS.
I haven't missed
Quite a bit of good Disney art at this particular booth here. I really like the styling of the Maleficent there. And yeah, the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. That one is pretty cool. Oh, and all the Disney villains is so... I like this style a lot. But you can see so many different villains in there. I mean, even Ka. Yeah, Ka down there. And
Evil stepmother. Lucifer!
yeah, Lucifer. Frollo.
Frollo, yeah, like
Yeah.
Holy Mary.
And then you've
Ratigan.
got the Beast with the rose. And that's how the rose is the only thing color there. And then Skellington, another Maleficent, more villains.
Villain Cell.
Yeah.
That's cool. I actually like that a lot.
That's cool too. But yeah, this is really nice. Big fan.
Stuff. Really nice stuff.
Hufflepuff. Slytherin.
Alright, let's go.
That's nice.
Are you thirsty?
Ooh, more weapons. This is kind of like a little of everything. You've got weapons and bags and purses and oh, the mystery machine over there. I'm a huge Scooby-Doo fan. I credit Scooby-Doo for my love of mysteries. There's Wes talking to an Aquaman. That's so cool. I like the Aquaman outfit. There's this place here called Wild Bill's, and you buy this cup. It's not mine. A friend is letting me borrow it. I think it was $50, and then you get unlimited refills for the day. And I'll come around the corner and show you the different options you have. So you just get back in line and you can get some, and they're all in like kegs. But there's like
there we go. Let's take it all the flavors.
sarsaparilla and vintage vanilla cream. There's a diet root beer. There's regular root beer. And Josh said there was a black cherry. Yep. So we got some shirts. I got, it's hard to see here, but it's the Alan Scott Green Lantern shirt. The original Green Lantern. I love that. And then Josh got a shirt over here, one of the Masters of the Universe shirts. So cool. These were 2 for $45. These are cool. They're leggings. See that info over there, but I like a lot of the designs. I particularly like the Disney Cats leggings with all the different cats. That is really cool. And Star Wars stuff.
Horror stuff, Star Wars stuff, Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, the sonic screwdrivers from Doctor Who. Oh, that looks like mostly Aurora.
Yeah.
Harkening back to the days when this used to be a Comicon. There are comics for sale here, but I have noticed that this time there's a lot less than there usually are when it was Comic-Con. So, you know, some booths have some, but they don't have the kind of presence that they used to. Oh, she's a battle android trooper from G.I. Joe. More toys. There's like a Lego Castle Grayskull kind of thing. It's not Lego, but it's a Mega Constructs. And Star Wars stuff, DC.
Okay, so 125. That's good to know. I might not be able to get that much, but I might be able to get something.
Cool. God, that figure's huge. The Ultimate Hulk.
Oh my God, I don't know.
More weapons. Ooh, these are really nice.
These are very cool.
I like the fork and the knives and the combs and spoons. And then gas masks. Probably not like real, but for costume. And nunchucks, probably real. Ooh, it looks like hairpins, tiaras. Oh, even little crowns. Wow, these are pretty. I mean, I'm not in the market for these kinds of things, but oh my gosh, they're beautiful. Oh, and chains. Like necklaces. More leather book and bags. Ooh, that one's really nice.
One is a nice size too. Like this stuff is so.
Wow, these are gorgeous.
Sorry.
I'm a big fan of the Powerpuff Girls coming up here because you've got all three of them and you also have him. But it's freaking awesome. They look so good. And more weapons. Somewhat of a better view of all of them. Let me go around the front. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. But pretty cool. Looks like a whole set of them. Lots of Jokers and Harleys. These ones look pretty good. But there's always lots of Jokers and Harleys. And Funko Pops. Bob Ross. And a raccoon. Oh man. Pretty cool. We've got some Mortal Kombat characters here. You have Sonya Blade, Cabal, I think that's who it is in the middle. And one of the ninja kinds. Probably kind of looks more like smoke than anything else. I like the art made of these little like discs. I get closer, you can see that it's all individual pieces. That's pretty cool.
Down here.
Ooh, that one's Blacklit Ursula. Nice. I bought this yesterday at the con, or last night, and I love it. And every time I look at it, I see more things. I can't wait to put it up. So the person at the booth was the actual artist, and he was awesome because I mentioned that I had bought the other one yesterday, and then I realized when we went back to the booth today, because I wanted to show Josh this one, that it was 1 for $30 or 2 for $40, and I didn't realize that, otherwise I would have bought them both. He's like, well, I'll sell this for you for $10 right now. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. But anyway, it's awesome, and I can't wait to look at it more to see all of the pieces and parts of it. Every time I look at it, I see something new. It is now Sunday morning. Come back for the last day of the convention. It's only, I'm not gonna say half a day, it closes at 5 instead of later on, so it's, you know, still kind of a full day. We got here a little early. We rode the light rail up. Because parking up here sucks. It's downtown. I think parking in everybody's downtown sucks. And now we are walking around more of the artist's alley, looking at different pieces of art to see if anything jumps out at us. I've always been a fan of Star Trek The Next Generation, and a fan of a lot of the other Star Trek stuff, but I always liked Tasha Yar, and I was real sad when she left in the first season, but somebody had this card of her, which I thought was pretty cool. And so I bought it, only $5. But I didn't expect to buy anything today, but come across a few things that I'm interested in. I'll have to go back for because I don't want to carry them around all day. I always thought these mystery boxes were pretty cool. So you choose your fandom and then you get a box, and there'll be a number of items in there for the different fandoms, but specific to your fandoms. As opposed to places around here where I've seen like grab bags, but it's like, what can be in those grab bags? They might not have anything to do with any of your interests. But, you know, if you're a Star Wars fan, then you're gonna have Star Wars stuff in there. Speaking of Star Wars, they have Ultra Sabers, because they're not lightsabers, they're just Ultra Sabers, but there's lots of different kinds. Different colored hilts, different colored sabers, and then different kinds of hilts that you can use. And I think you can mix and match. I'm not entirely sure, but I think you can. But they have different hilts you can see. Those are pretty cool looking. I have no need for one of these. Apparently you can buy one of these that's mostly just, you know, for looks, and it's less expensive than one that you can actually fight with because it's a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Josh.
Josh!
Oh, Josh, thanks for stopping by the news station. Do you know what we do here at Convergence Station?
You're over on Colfax.
Oh, have you been there?
I have not, but I also work on Colfax, but not the way you think.
Oh, okay.
No, I teach at REMCAD, which is a college where I design right off of Colfax, and I go by you most days.
Oh,
This seems to be
it's
cool.
always beautiful, and if you go by us at night, it's always changing colors.
Yeah, I was there on Friday night, and there was a nice accident right outside your entrance.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it made for a fun drive home for me.
I guess
Josh,
it's a
at this
shop
newsstand,
somewhere.
We do not accept money. But Norm is a certified memory merchant. What does that mean, Norm?
Oh, that means that I know the value of memory. So if you tell me a memory, I can digitize it into the exchange and give you something great for my newsstand in return.
Absolutely.
And I only make a copy of that memory. I don't
They don't
erase
take
that
money, they
program.
take memories. You tell them a story and you get something
Do you
from
have
their
a good memory
stand.
in mind, or do you need some inspiration?
Let me see.
He's thinking.
Okay, I got one.
Oh, good.
That was so
Yes.
quick.
Woo.
We've got, oh, Josh vlogging. We've got some Corella and Ursula. Ursula looks great. Some info about if you're here, then your likeness may be used for their marketing purposes. Oh, there's a beautiful Sally. She looks great. You look wonderful. We're waiting in line to see William Shatner, who's kind of the big guest this weekend. We expect it to be pretty busy. I am a huge Star Trek fan. I know when you watch this blog, you think I'm only interested in Disney because I'm wearing everything Disney today. But I love Star Trek as well. And I'm a next-gen person, although I do enjoy all of the other series. But I've never seen, interestingly enough, even though, and I've gone to cons before, I've never seen any Star Trek person, in it being interviewed at a con. And so made it a mission to start seeing those when they're there. Gates McFadden was supposed to be here, Dr. Crusher from Next Generation, but she canceled not too long ago. I was bummed about that because I'd love to see some of the Next Gen cast. And there was one time a few years ago where the entire Next Gen cast was here in Denver, and but I didn't go to the con that year. So anyway, I'm looking forward to it. And I also want to see William Shatner because he's getting up there, and there's probably not going to be that many more chances, so I'll be happy that I did it. Oh man, their Fred and Daphne look great. His Fred is amazing. He actually makes the ascot look okay. Here is the schedule for today for FanExpo. Just gonna scroll through here. Feel free to pause. Michael Rooker is gonna be here. Michael Rosenbaum. There's a big Disney cosplay meetup, so if you're a person wearing a Disney cosplay, you can all meet up together and take like a big group picture, which is cool. When is that? Oh, well, I missed it. It's not 11:30 anymore. It's almost 1. Because I had mentioned just a second ago that William Shatner was going to be here. And he will be showing up at 1 o'clock. Mary McDonald. I like her because I really enjoyed that show, Major Crimes, that came out of The Closer. But she was here as part of the panel for Battlestar Galactica. See, Edward James Olmos from Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, there's the Shatner. And I just love when you look through here, all the different things that they have. Like, not just the cosplays, but there's also panels on how to do cosplay, how to do props, and D&D players, like strategies for making better characters, being a better player. Yesterday, there was Dungeons & Dragons DMs, Dungeon Master panels for how to be a good DM. So it's great because there's whatever your varied interest is, there's probably something here for you. As you can see, it just continues. Like on every hour, there's more and more pieces and parts. And to give you an idea of like William Shatner, for example, if you click on them, it'll show you, scroll down, Shatner. So if you want to do an autograph for him, it's $100. If you want to take a picture with him, it's another $100. I think they would be separate. But in any case, it's that kind of thing. Now, Shatner, of course, is hugely famous. His is $100. But I've seen others that are, $30 if they're less famous, or $50 if they're kind of medium famous, that sort of thing. But yeah, I suggest to coming something like this because I think you'd have a good time. Even if you weren't totally into sci-fi or fantasy, there's so much here that I think everybody could find something that they like.
You know this guy from so many things, but you know him and you love him as William Shatner himself, so I'm not even going to waste time. Let's make some noise for Mr. William Shatner!
Music! Stop! Listen to the applause. That's the music, right? Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming. I am delighted to be back in Denver, one of my favorite cities.
Still got it.
I have so many memories of Denver, of skiing on the hills up there, beyond the Eisenhower Tunnel. Yeah, when you can get through the Eisenhower Tunnel. And then my daughter went to the University of Colorado. And then I've got friends in what's the town? Boulder. No. Well, the town that serves the city, the university. Boulder. Yes. I said Boulder. Did I say Boulder? You'll have to forgive me. The memory is there, but the retrieval is a little slow. And let me answer right away about going up into space. So, ever since I read Rachel Carson's book, The Silent Spring, 50 years ago, where she predicted all that's happening to the planet today, she said this was going to happen. And when I read her book, I thought the same thing. And every time I did an interview, or I'd come in front of a group of people and say, it's bad out there, man. And, like a bad debt, you think, I'll pay it tomorrow, or I'll pay it next month, you just kick it down the road like we do everything. If it's bad, okay, no, I'll deal with it tomorrow, or I'll deal with it next, right, maybe I won't have to deal with it. But you can't escape what's happening to the planet. So, a friend of mine, Jason Ehrlich is his name, said a couple of years ago, Blue Origin is going to send a rocket up into space. They should take you on the first voyage. And I said, oh, Jason, nobody cares about that. I'm not, Captain Kirk. So he called Amazon. And the people at Amazon said, well, come on up to Seattle. So 2 years ago, Jason Ehrlich and I went up to Seattle, and we said, if you invite Shatner on, and Captain Kirk is up, and I'm thinking, why do I want to do that? I mean, that's uncomfortable. I don't know. They shoot up, they come back down. And so they say, well, this is interesting, since Amazon will call you. And then COVID hits, and everything stops for a year. So 6 months ago, 5 months ago, somewhere around there, shortly after the shark episode, they call, and they say, we're going up. Jeff Bezos has decided to go up first as well, and let's see what happens. So we wait, and then Jeff Bezos chooses his brother to go up. And I say to Jason, see, I told you. Bezos is going up with his brother. First up. So Jason said, well, maybe the second trip. I said, the second? Nobody wants the second trip. You want the president. You don't want the vice president. So Jeff Bezos goes up, comes down, and, it made the news. It was all right. And then they called and said, would you like to go up on the second voyage? And I'm thinking, why do I'm so comfortable in Los Angeles. Why do I? And then there's all that stuff, there's the risk and the thing, and gotta go for all those days in the Texas desert. And then I thought a little bit more about it. I thought, it's dangerous, but the whole premise of Blue Origin is we all can go if you had $3 or $4 million. So there'd be a lot of they're trying to make it safe for civilian traffic because Mr. Bezos' ambition is to put polluting industries straight up 200 50, 80, 100 miles up there in geocentric orbit, and you put up the polluting industries like electrical companies and stuff like that, and you could take a giant step towards getting the debris out of the air of the Earth. So it's a noble, excuse the word, enterprise. So I thought, I'll go up. It's a thrill. It's gotta be safe. The stuntman is the only one who gets hurt. I'll go up. So I say, okay, I'll go up the second flight. And then they call, and now you gotta go to Texas, and you gotta be, this wasn't Cape Canaveral. This is out in the Texas desert. It's Bezos' own money, so it's very simple. They have those Airstream trailers. The modern. Do I mean Airstream? Yeah, Airstream trailers. They have half a dozen Airstream trailers for you. One of which is yours to live in. I lived in one, and the first day I was there, the toilet backed up. Yeah, I'm an astronaut, and the toilet backs up. Excuse me, I'm Captain Kirk, and the toilet just backed up? There's a lot of shit going on around here, I feel. It was really awful. So I was kind of primitive out there, and in fact, I knew that, so I didn't invite any family or my wife, all of whom said, Bill, you can't go. I'm shooting a documentary, of course, of this whole thing, so we filmed my family. So 2 of my 3 daughters come to the house, and my wife Elizabeth, and Jason with his camera, and we're shooting my daughters and my wife saying, you can't go. You don't understand. You could die. We don't want you to die. And they are pummeling not to go. It was a great film. And I'm saying, I gotta go. Space is calling. But I thought it best not to have them there with the toilet backing up in the Airstream. So then we practiced. I was going to say rehearsed. We practiced a lot in this one maneuver, which was impossible to practice, which is you're going to be in weightlessness for a few minutes, 3. And then the pod, the spaceship, is on the top of a rocket. The rocket sends it up and jettisons it, and it goes soaring up 65 miles into space. The Kármán line, thanks. I need all the help I can get. The Kármán line is the space line, 62 miles. We went to 65 just to be sure. Imagine going to 61 miles. When does it know you didn't? You went 61 miles. So this thing jettisons, and we go up into an arc. So you're in G's going up, and then you're in weightlessness, and then as you start to come back, you're going to hit G's again. And boy, G's, there's no way of practicing that. But the thing you could practice was the technique of getting back into your 5-point harness. You're in a seat that is like, extends your whole body. And now you got a strap, a 5-point harness all over you. Now, I drive fast cars, and I'm used to getting into a 5-point harness. So this thing here and this thing here is fine, no problem, right? This thing here is on a wire. You put this in. The thing that is really important, that is impossible to get at, is the crotch. Okay? What do? Do you have the shoulders first, which they told you to do in case you can't get the crotch? The crotch became the fundamental problem with me. Getting that crotch strap into a hole in the 5-point harness was the worst thing. I wasn't afraid of the fulminating hydrogen and oxygen I couldn't get the crotch strap into the goddamn harness.
Just got out of the William Shatner panel, and man, that so he was different than the others. He didn't take any questions, but he did talk about some of the things he'd done, like when he went Shark Week stuff, and of course, most recently, he just went up into space. And the one thing I noticed, that dude still has it. Like, he doesn't remember everything exactly. You know, sometimes he has to think about words.
But retrieval is slow.
Yeah, exactly. But man, he still has it, and he's 90 something.
90 or 91, one or the other. Yeah, he is not a young man anymore.
But he is
go for 100.
Yeah, he was very entertaining. You know, cursing a little bit, which is kind of funny because a lot of times people in the panels try not to do any at all.
He didn't care at 90.
And but yeah, it was actually pretty cool, and I'm glad I got to see him.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this guy's Dr. Octopus. So cool. A couple years ago, we came to Comicon dressed as Disney villains, and I'm sorry, not Disney villains, geez, Spider-Man villains. And a friend of mine went as Doc Ock, and he looks pretty good too. Ooh, it's a nice Black Widow. Love just standing here. We're just waiting for Wes in the restroom, but I love standing here and just watching people walk by in costumes.
We see the one from Toy Story 4 is where he is.
Oh, yeah.
Kabang.
And I like her Star Trek uniform. And lots of Spider-Man. I mean, not one in this shot, but there's a couple walking by. And just lots of, and it's amazing because there's anime and there's movies and there's comic books and there's just any kind of media you can think of. Somebody's dressed in sci-fi, fantasy, yeah, exactly. Characters from books. Like, it's crazy. Like, we've seen tons and tons of people dressed in their Hogwarts robes, for example. You know, and, you know, killer clowns
from outer space.
Yeah, and killer clowns. And I think that guy's dressed as Fezzik.
Oh, yeah, he is.
From
right.
Princess Bride. And just, gosh, you just see tons and tons of people. And you can also see that we're all wearing our masks too. It's a requirement.
Really
honestly, I have seen a lot of people being really good about it.
Why we can do it.
Yeah, which is why just like Josh said, people are following the rules and why we can all be here. And I have seen very, very few people without their masks on. When we were waiting in line this morning to get in, one of the guys near us didn't have his mask on. It was like one of the only people that we've run into that they weren't. But otherwise, lots of Where's Waldo's. It's very popular every single year. And Ghostbusters is also very popular this year. We've seen a number of Ghostbusters. And people in the inflatable dinosaur costumes, we've seen quite a bit of those. And dude in a kilt. We've seen a number of kilts too. Some Loki variants. There's one of the alligator Loki variant coming up here. I like that. It's homemade, but you know what? It looks great. He looks great in it. Oh, some more Star Trek people. It didn't even occur to me to wear my Star Trek outfit today. I have one. I didn't even think about it. Number of Marios.
Saga.
And
He's doing Saga.
oh, wow.
He totally is. He's doing the Legion of Saga. That's amazing.
And Loki shirt. And the dude in a kilt. That looks like a Utila kilt, which they sell at the Renaissance Festival. And, I mean, among other places, but that's where we usually see it. And it has like pockets and stuff. My friend Wes has, well, you know, you guys have seen Wes in my videos before. He has one, and it's it's very useful. Oh, we have a Jubilee coming up here. She looks great. She's all lit up. You look amazing, Jubilee.
Love it.
And so, this is one of the reasons where I really like coming to Comic-Con. Just stop and watch. I love to people watch anyway, but yeah, people are in a good mood, just like Josh says. We're all having a good time. And today's actual Halloween. So, you know, hey, some people are dressed up and some people are wearing like Halloween shirts, and yeah, it's pretty neat. Somebody is cosplaying the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas, and I love it because he's got the two sides to his face. That is a well done costume. Inspector Gadget. This guy looks great. I love his Inspector Gadget. Back up in the dealer's room, and we're walking around. Gonna meet up with another friend who's here. But I mentioned earlier in the video that we've done cosplay in the past. We've done X-Men and X-Men villains, and we also did Spider-Man villains. Thanks, Wes. And I'll put some pictures of those here. Oh, we got some Flintstones. And they got pebbles. Oh, that's so cute. In the little car.
That is commitment.
That
for
is
cosplay.
awesome.
That's commitment for a cosplay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a place where you can get caricatures done, and it's awesome because, I mean, the artistry is so amazing. It's just incredible. Every time we come by here, it's full, and the art looks incredible. Oh my gosh. Baseballs. Dark helmet. I love how the baby is Barf. And then, of course, the other characters. That is so cool. That's amazing. Looks like we have some celebrities signing. Paige O'Hara, who played Belle in Beauty and the Beast, or did the voice of Belle. She also did some stuff on Broadway. And Irene Bedard, who did the voice, not the singing voice, but the speaking voice of Pocahontas, are over there. Excuse me, I have hiccups. Over there is Tom Welling from Smallville. He played Clark Kent. And that big line over there is William Shatner. I don't think he's there yet. I think they're all waiting for him right now. Billy Piper from Doctor Who, when it first came back, is also over there. I think she's at her booth right now. I can see her. A little bit further down the line are Mary McDonnell and Edward James Olmos. Yeah, they're both at their booth. Oh, sorry about the hiccups. Maurice LaMarche talking to my friend Wes. He is an awesome person. Oh my gosh, that Jack Skellington is so awesome. Big head. That is going to do it for us from FanExpo Denver 2021. Next year it'll be the 1st through 3rd of July, which is of course its normal time frame during the summer, not in October because of course the pandemic threw it off. But you know, for this time of year and being a little bit smaller, it was nice. We had a great time. We bought more merchandise, I think, than we've ever bought before. We attended more interviews than we had before too, so we got a lot done this time. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you in my next video.